I'm 23 years old and I have no idea what I'm doing with my life. Like when other people open up on the internet because it makes me feel less alone. I want you to know I'm here for you. I'm here with my new roommate. Well, the non-human one. That used to be absolutely terrifying to me, as I'm sure it would be to anyone, but I've recently decided that it's exciting. Just giving me room for so much more opportunity and possibility in life, and I am genuinely excited, even though I don't know where it's going. '24. Now, I exaggerate about a lot of things, but this being the worst year of my life is not one of them. One of my best friends died, and I went through a really horrible breakup. Boys are dumb. In that order. Those are the two main ones. I'm sorry to just start this off so bluntly like that. Don't take that as me being like insensitive about these things. Like, it's just been such a year of growing, learning about myself, learning about the way that I handle situations. One of the first years that I've genuinely been an adult, fully on my own, by myself, figuring out life. I'm not gonna lie, even with all my amazing friends that I love so much, and this mother effer, still, it's been a very lonely year. Let's go through my 2024 vision board. See what went right, and see what went wrong. No! No! I'm saying no! Nobody listens to me. Let's see what we have cooking. Beach and espresso martinis. I would say yes. This went right. Something went right. The drinks picture was kind of just being like spending time with friends and going out and having fun. So yeah, I am easily able to afford my desired lifestyle. I would not say easily. Coffee, 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 yes, yes, yes. One day I'm gonna have everything I prayed for. I really believe it. Still waiting on the one day. But that's okay. Actually cooking my own meals, absolutely not. Stretching, just like getting outside, being productive, yeah, I would say so. Cute, colorful room, honestly, I'll give myself that. I kind of got the vibe of these pictures. Painting, actually, yeah. Make it happen, girls, shock everyone. Tourmaline. Tourmaline. The it that I was thinking of was being generally more successful, which it hasn't quite come to fruition yet. And I haven't shocked everyone yet, but I have shocked myself in the things that I've put myself out there to do, and I did do some things that I probably was afraid of before. So I'm proud of myself for that. I'm like literally trying to make like a really wholesome, dramatic video right now, and you are really killing the vibe. As I said at the beginning of this video, we can ignore all these relationship photos. Oh, little puppy. I just put like my dream dog on here, but this isn't actually like probably what I would get. But I have all these pictures of a puppy and I wasn't able to get a puppy. Yeah, I know I have you. Aww. The packages, this was kind of just like going into wanting to be like successful aside from my regular job, just making some progress in like the content creation kind of realm, and I actually feel like I did achieve this. Not in a large scale, like really successful and crazy way, but just in like that I did do this a little bit. So that makes my heart warm that I did do something. Traveling with a boy, absolutely not. Money, I got some. A beautiful apartment with natural light. I do have an apartment with natural light. Skip the first word. But I would just consider it a stepping stone. You know, San Diego is really hard to find good places to live, and it's expensive. So I did the best I could in that department. 10K on YouTube. I didn't try hard enough for this, so I'm only blaming myself for this. I didn't post consistently enough. I kind of just like decided to start really making real vlogs of just myself at the beginning of this year, but I didn't like take it seriously and do it every single week and plan out my content and ideas and everything, especially with TikTok being such a big thing. It's hard to channel ideas specifically into YouTube. So that was a fail, but I tried, kind of. So we're leaving 2024 behind us. I want to do a bit of a year in review, going through each month and what happened. On New Year's Eve, I worked. I do work a job that is nights, weekends, and holidays, so all the worst things. I worked on New Year's, it's just what I had to do. I was planning on being alone anyways, but my friends tried to actually find a ticket for me to go to like the event that they were going to, and they found someone reselling a ticket. So I was like, okay, I won't isolate myself. I'll try and speak to this person, get a ticket, and spend the night with my friends. So I'm at work trying to figure out how to get this ticket, and I end up getting scammed out of my money. This person stole my money, which is probably stupid to buy a random New Year's Eve ticket from a reseller. Like, it's not like a concert, it's just like some event in San Diego. But I got scammed out of my money, which really sucked. And so I spent New Year's Eve alone, crying. Okay, I'm sensitive, I cry all the time. Crying with my roommate's wiener dog, which I'm glad I had him at least, but that was my New Year's, so that's probably why it got off to a bit of a rough start. Then I got food poisoning a couple nights later. So started off January strong. Then in February, my friends and I, we had a great Super Bowl weekend. It was really fun and everything. But then I got a stomach bug once again. Not food poisoning this time. It was like a 24-hour bug. If you've ever had one of those, worst thing ever. I wouldn't wish that upon my greatest enemy. Like, horrible. And I gave it to all my roommates, all 5 of us, with 2 bathrooms on Valentine's Day. Oh, how sweet of me. Isn't that such a good gift? We were gonna do like a Galentine's and we literally had to cancel it because we were all... In March, I picked up a second job because I could not afford to pay my rent. I was crying every time rent was due, and it was really hard because it was the first time I've kind of been like financially independent in my life. I was learning responsibility with money and everything for the first time, and my job wasn't paying enough. It just simply wasn't. Now it is. It's better now, but at the time it wasn't. So I had to get job numero dos. I started working at a doggy daycare, which actually was probably like the best case scenario of something that I could have done as a second job. It did give me serotonin boosts. Serotonin? Did give me serotonin boosts every time I went in, so it wasn't the worst thing that could have happened, but it was really hard to then balance the 2 jobs also. In April, it was alumni weekend. Back to college we go. We were so excited. All of our friends, we still live near each other. We still are literally within walking distance of each other, and it all started back at UC Santa Barbara. We'd all just been working so much. We were so excited to go back to college. And that is the weekend that one of my best friends passed away. None of us knew how to handle it. A lot of us, it was the first time losing someone that close, and it was really hard to figure out how to deal with. But eventually we had to keep working. Like, that's just how life goes. So I would try and go to work. It was pretty freaking hard. The dogs helped a little bit at the doggy daycare, but yeah, there's that. I was just so grateful in that time that my friends and I all had each other. And not only that we had each other, but that we had experienced it together, so we all knew what we were going through. Then for his memorial service, a few of my friends and I were on the same flight, thank God, because I actually didn't know they were on the same flight as me. I thought that a bunch of people were taking a different flight and I got like a cheaper one or something. I don't even know why I wasn't going with the majority of my friends, but a bunch of us got stuck in the airport for like 6 hours because our flight got delayed, and then finally canceled. And we were supposed to go to a baseball game that night. It was up in the Bay Area and it was dedicated to our friend. And, well, not the game, but there was a sign up on it and like all our friends were going as a thing dedicated to him. And we missed it because of our stupid flight, and then we had to drop like $300 buying a new flight last minute on a different airline. So never fly Frontier. Don't ask me why it even was in the first place. It was like, it was the price or something. I don't know. Schedule, I don't know. June, this time I went to Minnesota, and it was really beautiful there. I'm just like, I'm happy that I had those experiences to go see different parts of the world that I wouldn't have gone to otherwise, so thank you. Next. In July, we went on a cabin trip for my friend's birthday. It was nice having everyone all together again. It was still tough. It was for my friend Raquel's birthday because her birthday is on the 5th, so it was like a 4th of July / her birthday trip. It was really nice to all be together, and yeah, the trips like that are what I live for. Like, as hard as this year has been, literally just that singular trip makes up for the whole year. Like, I love spending time with my friends like that. Getting a huge Airbnb, we literally had 2 floors, like it was 2 separate units. We had everything because we have such a big group that I'm so grateful and happy to have. In August, I started really picking up actually trying to like post on YouTube. It still wasn't enough. Like, I put in a lot of effort to the videos that I did make, but I didn't put in enough effort into the consistency of making them and planning them and figuring them out. And yeah, that is something I want to work on this next year, is really grinding that stuff out, because it's what I genuinely love to do. And even though I didn't get to where I wanted to be goal-wise with it this year, it's because I'm gonna try and give myself a little bit of slack that so much has happened this year. It was hard to keep up with it all. Like, really, I'm at least proud of myself for what I did accomplish with everything that's gone on. September, this was a rough one. Let me just summarize it in a few words for you. Favorite artist concert, breakup, moving, same week, all by myself, but very grateful that my parents did come and help me move. But the positive out of that situation is I met my new best friend, Tourmaline. He's my roommate's cat, and as you can see, he hangs out with me a lot. Sometimes he might get a little bit annoyed, but he always sits in here with me. He's a very good companion, and if I wasn't able to get my dog this year, I'm happy that I was able to have him. October is really taking time for myself, getting back to spending time with my best friends, even though I did that all the time anyways. Genuinely tried to spend a lot more quality time with them. We had a bunch of Halloween things going on, and that was good to take my mind off of what had gone on the past month. But in November, we had our big Friendsgiving, our annual Friendsgiving, which was so much fun. We literally level up every year, make the decorations better, make it awesome and amazing and cool and fun. My camera's gonna die, so I'm kind of trying to make this fast. But just being all together with all my friends like that, just, again, it's like the cabin trip. It just makes life worth it. Then in December, I turned 24. I have a lot of learning and growing to do still, but I was happy that I was an independent single woman on my birthday. And yeah, it was a really great birthday with all my friends, but I did lose my camera, or it got stolen or something, and that was like, you know how serious that is to me, so that was like the worst thing ever on my birthday. But I bought a new camera and we're trying to be positive. My point in all this, I know this video is very me, my story, my life, my year, but I just want to make this to say that it just goes to show that it's okay if your vision board didn't come true this year. It's okay if you didn't accomplish all the goals that you wanted to. And it's okay that you weren't everything that you wanted to be when it seems like everyone else on the internet is, because I guarantee you they're leaving out the parts that they didn't accomplish. The point is, you have another chance. You have a new year to get back to what you want to do. I know it sounds so cliche and you're gonna roll your eyes, but you really do have the chance to wake up every day and decide who you're gonna be that day if you want to change things about your life. Knowing you still have possibilities is a luxury. That's a quote that I saved from the movie Me Before You. No matter how much stuff went wrong this year, no matter how sad you are or how much you feel like a failure or that life isn't gonna get better, it's tough to see like the bright side of things. No matter how hard it is right now, you still have the possibility of changing it, of making things better for yourself. Being able to do that is a luxury because not everyone can. Some people don't have another chance and another year. So make the most of 2025! I really believe that we can get everything we want this year. And if we don't, that's okay too. It's okay if we have all these hopes and dreams and they don't turn out the way that they were supposed to, because that is just life, okay? Something good is coming. So yeah, that's my year in review. I kind of just wanted this to be like a reflection video. One, so I can like look back on it and see how far I've come, and hopefully at the end of next year I'll feel better than at the end of this year. Or at the beginning of this year, like literally this whole year. At the beginning I was like, I'm gonna take this Snapchat of me crying on New Year's and compare it to the end of the year when I'm so happy and it's gonna be so great. Anyways, I'm gonna try and post this in real time. I'm gonna stay up all night tonight and edit this, so if you're watching it when I post it, have a great New Year's Eve tonight. It's gonna be so good, and I believe in you, and we're gonna have a great year. And if we don't, if it's another bad year, it's okay, because the next year we can do better. And all we can do is think happy thoughts and try to make it a good year, because if you're having a good mindset up here, the rest of the year will follow suit. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video, which will actually be like a weekly vlog of New Year's. So happy New Year's and bye.
This is the hardest part.